Grace and peace to you on this Maundy, Thursday. My name is Pastor Whitaker, and I'm the senior pastor here at Buechel Park Baptist Church. On Maundy, Thursday, we would normally be gathering in our gymnasium. We would be sitting around round tables, partaking in a delicious meal. We would be listening to beautiful cantata music from the choir. We would be partaking of the bread and the cup, passing it to one another. When we break bread together as a church in our worship, we remember that Jesus invites folks to his table as part of his ministry, not just at the Lord's Supper. So we wanted to create a way for all of us to break bread together in whatever space we were in our homes. You might be in your living room or your dining room or at the kitchen table. If you would like to take communion, I invite you to take some bread or crackers and some type of drink, whether that's wine or juice or even water would do. Anything that you might have on hand. You can even pause this recording and go get these elements if you would like. Or if you simply want to have communion experience be symbolic and have nothing in front of you, that's fine as well too. Jesus often invited the most unlikely guests to his meal times, and this confounded the disciples. In this way, he was encouraging a deep love and connection beyond social norms. He knew that we humans need connection and inclusion. Jesus comforts us saying, "You have a place at the table." And Jesus challenged us to make sure that we are doing the same, so that all people know that they are welcome in our hearts, in our homes, in our churches, even if we can't physically be with each other right now. It is difficult in this moment not to be near some of the people we love and might even be worried about. Take a moment and say aloud the names of people you wish you were right there next to you at your table tonight. Jesus is no longer physically on earth, yet every time we gather around the table and we call him to mind, he is present with us in spirit. And so, too, our loved ones are with us. Let this be a comfort to us tonight. We also want to call to mind the people we cannot name, whose names we do not know, but we know that they need prayers and God's comfort. For those who have lost loved ones, for those who are sick and recovering, for those who are caring for loved ones who are sick at home, for those who are caring for persons in medical care, for those who are separated from loved ones, for those who are feeling alone and isolated, for those who are helping and are so very tired, for those who are struggling to find friends, food, and comfort, for those who are afraid. I invite you to take a deep breath on behalf of all those we do not know and cannot call by name. As we do so, we know that God knows who needs our prayers in the Spirit. Breath of God is blowing from within us outward as a spirit of compassion and presence. Let us all take a deep breath together. Blessings at the table are part of a Judeo-Christian heritage. Indeed, Jesus adapted his Jewish ritual blessings spoken before and after the meals. He asked us to remember him wherever we broke bread and raise a cup in thanksgiving. This is why we call our communion prayers the Great Thanksgiving. In this feast of love and comfort, we can call to mind things for which we are deeply grateful. I invite you to speak aloud a couple of things that you are grateful for in this moment. And now, with gratitude in our hearts and with the needs of others in your prayers, let us listen to what happened in that upper room. For it was on the night that Christ was betrayed, that he met with his friends, his companions in the upper room. It is there where he took the bread, and he broke it, and he said, "This is my body, broken for you. Take, eat, and in remembrance of me." In the same manner, he took the cup. And as he poured, he said, "This is the blood of the new covenant, poured out for you and for many for the forgiveness of sins. Drink all of it." Let us now pray the prayer that Christ taught us to pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. And now eat and drink, and hear these words of blessing. Bless this food, and break open our hearts. Bless this drink, and pour out your love. Amen. Each time you are nourished by food and drink this Holy Week, I invite you to imagine what extravagant love looks like as you reach out, even while keeping a social distance, reaching out to loved ones, to friends, and even acquaintances of strangers. May you shelter not only in place, but also in peace. And it was that night that Jesus left the table, and he went to the garden to pray. It was the night where he was betrayed, handed over, arrested. It was a long night on trial that went on into the morning. And we all know that on Good Friday, the darkest day, where the sky seemed to burst with dark clouds, where the sun was even covered, it was on that night where the purple, in which represents Christ's royalty, was removed. It was removed, and then the black, the darkness of sin, seemed to fill the earth. It was on that night, on Good Friday, where Jesus hung on a cross, and a crown of thorns and a sign mocking him was placed above him, saying, "King of the Jews." It was on that night where Christ died for us all. As we move from Maundy, Thursday, to Good Friday, we know that Easter is coming. May the peace of Christ be with you.